What is going on, YouTube? I am officially back. So, you know, these last couple of weeks we've been doing a lot with getting set up with moving down here to Florida. So YouTube kind of had to take a little bit of a hit there just because my camera guy behind the scenes here, Zach, had already came down here. So he's living down here, got a little jump start on me. But now I got a house. Ivana and I, actually went and checked that out today. So we're down here this week, finalizing on a house down here in Port St. Lucie, Stewart area. So good news there. Really excited about that, man. It's gonna be our first home. So there's a lot of nerves that go into that. It was like about a 3-month process of finding one, and then actually getting our offer accepted on one. So that was a lot of stress, but also a lot of anxiety knowing we had a timeline coming down, but we got done. We closed here in about 2.5 weeks. So now we're gonna head back to Denver here in a few days, start packing up. And it's officially, drive across the country straight down to here. So now all the puzzle pieces are coming together. I'm really ready to take off on, this off season. I really started picking it up these last couple of weeks, just because I was getting a little anxious there and I didn't want to wait to get down here. So training has been going really good. We're starting to put size back on. I think I was, 272 this morning waking up. Body composition wise, maybe we'll check it out in the posing room after this, but in a good spot. So I really think, we'll be able to push up to 285, 290 this year, maybe, I don't know. But the main thing is we got to get down here first. As long as we don't sweat too much down here, it's crazy humid, so I'm sweating off everything, but we just got to keep putting water back in. But no, it's a good deal. I can't wait to be down here training full time. But today we're gonna go to over the mats later. But for now we're gonna train. So I want to get some volume in. What I've been doing these last 2 weeks is a lot of volume training. Picking the brain of the old Jay Cutler videos with not so much. There's not so many reps, more like 10 to 12 rep range, but a lot more sets. So I'm doing like 4, 5, 6 sets of a 10 to 12. Doing like 8 exercises a workout. So more so because I'm really getting back into it. I wanted to do that. Pump a lot more volume, pump a lot more blood in the muscles while I'm increasing food. So a little bit different than what you guys are used to. Usually just working up to the top 2 sets and going all out with some heavy weight. Right now, this is strategic. So you gotta be strategic with your training. Right now it's more, I'm getting back into lifting heavy again, but it's gonna be more with volume based. And then probably when we get down here, we'll kind of flip the switch with Matt and do a lot more of top set work, a little bit heavier with what we used to do. But for now, I'm gonna bring a volume day to you. We're gonna do shoulders, we're gonna do triceps, and then tomorrow we're gonna train some chest and biceps with Ian. He's like, what, 8 weeks out, I think? So he's really good spot. I saw him here a little bit earlier, but tomorrow we'll train with him, get that on video. But today it's just me riding solo, a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of triceps, a lot of fun. So let's get after it. So we are gonna start out with some rear delts here. I say, yeah, get a lot of blood in there first. Like I said, we flew in yesterday, so need to get some activation going. So we're gonna do some high volume rear delts here. So just a reverse pec deck to start. Probably do 2 warm-up sets, and then I'm gonna do probably like 5 sets of 12 here. So this, what is this? Arsenal strength piece is really good. So more have worked on form, volume, and pump. Yep. Full now.
So you're setting up some rear delt?
Yeah, we're gonna do some rear delt flies here, cable. So how we like to lay over the bins, do chest support, so we'll be like this. Fully isolating this here. Just trying to find the right setup here. I've already figured out that my new best friend down here is gonna be this. We're gonna have to start making some custom towels down here. Probably go through a few per workout. But hey, we are doing rear delts here. Again, so some cable, we're gonna lean over this bench. So I really like this movement because it takes your traps out of it. So let yourself separate, fall over the bench. So I'm falling over, relaxing the traps, and then just using your rear delt to fire through. What a lot of people do is they just keep loading their traps. You really see my traps working there? That's not rear delts. So we're just trying to specifically hit that muscle through the shirt there, all pumped up. So leaned over, isolate, and go through. Arms straight, drive out and away, press through the ground, through the walls. there we go, we learned something. So we added on these big yellow balls. That actually works even better. You can grip over it. So don't worry, you have to worry about these hitting in the middle. It's just another little fun toy.
More toys.
All right, so moving on to laterals, side lateral raises here. Really love this setup. I think it's a free motion machine, but you can use it for multiple uses. But today, we're gonna start our side raises that way. So we're doing the cuffs. You've seen me talk about the cuffs in the past. I really like them because it takes your grip out of it. It takes a whole nother joint, you know, your fingers, your hands, out of the movement. So you just go right above your wrist, and you're just focused on arms straight, locked out, low on the shoulder, out in the way, and squeeze. So trying to go up, hold for a quick second, control back down. Up, hold for a quick second, control back down. Like I said, especially with the rear delts, think through the ground, through the walls. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I've said it a lot in the past, but that's just what I think in my head when I'm doing this movement. Because if you think you're pushing through the ground into the walls, then that way you're not building your elbows, bending your elbows in any way. You're not shrugging it. You're going away from you and out. So keeping your traps out of it, keeping your from bending your arms, and just solely in your shoulder head. Once I learned how to do that, my shoulders grew exponentially compared to what they were. It's a very weak body part for me. Still not great, but they came up a long ways. So try that out. Slow it down. Mind muscle connection. I know you guys, it's cliche, you hear it all the time, but it is a thing.
Finish, Brett, come on.
Yeah, that's good.
Hard to get those off?
Hard to get reach up my head.
Finish, Brett, come on.
Yeah, that's good.
Hard to get those off?
Hard to get reach up my head. Moving on to another side raise variation. On this one, you're on your knees. So this is a side backs machine, pin loaded. You know, we've done it in the past. I've talked about it. Probably my favorite side raise machine of all time. I'm really looking forward to having that this year because it's really going to help blow up the shoulders. But what this is it takes your lower half out of it. You know, the less you can do. Another, you know, what we just did, we took, you know, the wrist joint out of it with the cuffs. Now we're gonna take our legs out of it, so we can't do any, you know, cheating with our legs. So you're on your knees, your chest is into this pad, and it's all about just raising out to the side. So this is nasty. Fully isolate the muscle. That's what we're all about, isolation. And like I said, probably like 5 sets, 6 sets of 10 to 12 here. Just keep blowing them up. So right now they are hurt. So we want to get to the point where we can't reach above our head because of the pump, and we're getting there. Little front delt action. So we're gonna do some front raises. So seated raises, take our legs out of it. Like I said, a little bit more isolation. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do 5 reps where I come up and turn it. So 1, 2, you just turn it at the top. You're using that anterior delt to turn it. You do 5 with the turn, 5 straight. So straight through, 5 turn, and then 5 straight. So it's 20 reps total. You go 5 turn, 5 straight, 5 turn, 5 straight. By the end of it, you can barely lift your arms up. So this is a really good one, especially for, you know, like I said, we were just talking about this. You know, people are like, if you do enough pressing, you don't need to work at your front delts. There's truth to that, but you also want to work on detail of that too. So What these do is it brings a lot more detail into those delts because there's, you know, you can see different lines, you can see different, you know, where it goes into your chest. So you want to create that separation, and this really does it for you. So try this out, blow them up. Okay, so main thing here, again, I feel like that's all I ever say, but just pay attention to the form. So I'm not swinging. I'm actually kind of leaning forward a little bit, so that way I'm not leaning back to help raise it up. So it's forward, drive through, and turn, or straight up and down. But as you see, my body doesn't move at all. I'm not swinging my body up and down. You know, I'm not really using my arms. My arms are straight. I'm just using my front delts. Know what you're working, using those to raise the dumbbell.
Yeah, those angles is definitely better. Oh, yeah.
Work, bro. Let's go.
Yep.
Finish. Come on. Finish. Let's go.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Find it. Let's go.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, that was the weight right there. That hurts. All right, so we're doing the last set of shoulders here, last exercise of the shoulders. We're gonna go back and finish with a raise here, side raise. But what I'm doing here is, like I said, I was watching a lot of the Jay Cutler stuff, diving into that training styles, diving into the FST7 a little bit with Hani. So it'd be fun to throw that volume in there. So I'm gonna do something like that here at the end with my little kick to it. So this is more of an FST7 principle, Hani Rambod. So I'm gonna do 7 sets of 10 here. So what you do is I'll do 10 reps, and then I'll actually take a step back and I'll actually flex my shoulders a little bit. This is most muscular, so I'm just, you know, push the blood in there because that's called fascia stretch training. So when you stretch that fascia, you stretch it by getting more blood in there. Also, you know, posing, flexing. So I'm gonna do 10 flex for 10 to 15 seconds, 10 flex, 10 flex, 10 flex. So this one's nasty. You wanna do this at the very end of your workout and just finish off whatever body part you're doing there. So 7 sets of 10, flexing in between, stretch that fascia, get huge. Long 7.
Come on, Brett. Finish.
I found it easiest to lay a towel across there so you don't slip off. Yeah.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Oh, fuck. It's 4, right?
Yeah, it's 4. All right, let's see it.
Alright, we're on the last set.
Yep, finish. Come on. Hard flex. Let's see it.
Oh.
What's up, you big bear?
What up? What's going on all play? Died. No.
Just doing a little hot aim on it. 7 days. Alright. Move up.
How are you? Good.
6.
Go to work. Finish, Brett. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Finish.
That's right.
What am I doing here? Yeah. Slowly but surely.
Find it, Brett. Come on. Come on, 2 more. Let's go.
I think I know how Derek Lunsford gets so bubbly now.
It's going to be wet right now, you know.
Let's go. We are moving on to triceps. So probably just hit 2 here. You know, shoulders. I reached the point where I can't pick up my shoulders or my hands above my head. So we're gonna move on to triceps. Probably just do 2 or 3 exercises here. Get them filled up for the, and then not too much though, because like I said, I don't want Ian to outpress me tomorrow too much. So we're not doing any presses today, as you'll notice with the shoulders. I was gonna do a shoulder press, but I'm so pumped now I don't need to. And like I said, I want to save some for tomorrow. So just thinking ahead here what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. So now we're gonna move on to triceps. It's got a lot of volume in there, and then we're gonna go pose a little bit because I'm feeling good, I'm feeling pumped. I sweat all the water off of me from the flight yesterday, so let's go see how we go. All right, so we're moving into some dips here. So this is a dip machine from Arsenal. I've never really personally used this, so this is the first time you've seen me on this thing, but I'm giving it a try. I'm actually feeling that we had to do a couple test runs there, but I think I found the spot, and it's a nice little piece from Arsenal. You see, you know, in the past, Flex Lewis, he used it a lot. You can kind of do it normal with facing away from it or face into it. But we're just gonna do seated dips here and keep going with the triceps. She's at the beach. Is
it rest
it is if it's beach day.
Yeah, it's beach day.
No, we were in here last night. She was there. She was at the house. And she went to the beach and I came here. That's weird. finishing out triceps here. What are we, exercise 9, 8 or 9?
Yeah.
I told you it was a lot today, a lot of volume, a lot of sweat, but feel good. Really filling up the body all throughout. So we're gonna finish with some overhead. I usually like the triceps finish with something kind of stretching, because we all have blood in there, so something that stretches out the triceps at the end. So we're gonna do an overhead rope cable extension here. So you're seated, you have the rope behind you, get yourself set, and then you push through. Rotate the thumb out at the top, so really open it up, you know, hit to activate that head. But just finish out here. I really let it come down slow, stretch out the triceps and back through. I'm probably gonna do 4 or 5 sets here, finish it off hard, and then it's time to drink some fluids. All right, here we go.
Finish, Brett. Come on.
Shit. Whew. All right, that is a wrap on the volume day. So about 9 exercises later, we are done. No, but yeah, it was good. We did a lot of sweat, a lot of good. We just did some pictures, as you'll see, some video. Still feel really good where we're at. So like, this is, to me, I'm calling this my starting point in the off season. So, you know, weighing 272 right now, still fairly tight, as you'll see. So now we really start pushing, especially with coming down here. Obviously, I have to take a week off with the move and everything, so I'll lose some weight there, but we'll get down here, get established, and get going, man. So I'm so super excited. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to actually the mats. My coach Matt Jansen, we're gonna go have a little barbecue at his house. Go check it out, see the family, see his new puppy. So we'll probably take the camera, get a few shots there, but we're just having a good time down here, you know, with a purpose. So training hard, you know, setting everything up for the next 3 weeks. And I can't tell you how much I'm excited to get down here and take me to the next level. This whole thing, you know, this whole last couple months was set up for this move, you know, because I know that's gonna accelerate me to, you know, become a better bodybuilder. Also, you know, business side of things too. I talked about that in an Instagram story the other day, is I'm starting my own little business venture. I'll continue to bring you guys updates on that. Like I said, I just got the patent, so now, you know, I'm getting the website set up, getting the product set up, getting production team set up. So I want to, you know, make sure I do this right. So I'm gonna start a marketing campaign, get it going, and I'm excited to bring it to you guys, because I know a lot of you have asked me about it personally, you know, message me. So I'm just giving you too many hints right now, so I'm done with that. So I'm gonna bring that to you guys here coming up, and if you support me, I really appreciate it, because that's what funds these videos. So I will talk more about that to come. Besides that, we'll be back here tomorrow with Ian doing some chest and some biceps. Now I'm really excited for that. I haven't trained with Ian in a while. I know he's full go in prep, so he's probably gonna be kicking my ass, but I'm ready for the challenge and ready for a good training session. So now we go drink a lot of fluid, we go eat, and we go finish this day out. So we'll see you tomorrow.